Ordering a new bass guitar.
Okay.
That is customized for Buzzard.
Hell yeah, go for it.
That's pretty awesome.
I actually have a current question about
availability on that. I mathed it out the other day, and I have it written down. The availability is going to be 22 legal. Would you like me to roll, or just say I'm going to have to wait some time?
Question
the
about
availability on that. I mathed it out the
You'll
other
wait
day,
some
and I
time.
have it written down.
Okay.
The availability is
I
going to
have
be
an idea.
22 legal.
But
Would you like me to roll,
my
or just
actual
say I'm going to have to
question on
wait some
that
time?
I was assuming that question
the
about
availability
basic instrument would come with a
on that.
medium
I mathed it
lifestyle.
out
Is
the
You'll
that-
other
wait
day,
some
and I have
time.
it written down.
He's
Not-
getting
okay.
super awesome
The availability
customized.
is
I
going
have
to
an
be
idea.
the super awesome custom. Would
But
you like me to roll,
my
or just
actual
say I'm
question
going to have
on
to
that
make
was I was
tools
assuming
to
that
piece of equipment type of
okay.
thing. Yeah. Don't. It's an in-character thing. I wasn't getting this for any sort of mechanical benefit whatsoever.
Oh, all right.
Oh, I'm giving him mechanic benefit.
Haha. +1.
+1 to El Kabam.
Yes.
I think I will. It'll actually, in addition to being a musical instrument, it is melee hardened, so you can use it for a club.
So it's made out of carbotanium?
It's made out of unobtainium. That's a
Holy
lot.
shit.
I don't know. But no, I figured good,
Hey.
solid construction.
Are any of y'all really familiar with Chummer?
Nope. I know
No,
it sucks.
we are above and beyond the petty poverty simulator. No, but seriously,
Well,
what's up?
I'm having an issue with it, and I can't seem to fix it. Whenever I want to up my influence skill, it won't up. I mean, the skill group, it won't up the skills in the group. Like it just, the influence skill group will go up by 1 point, but when I print the character sheet out, there's still no ranks in any of the skills that it involves. So,
Are you in career mode?
yes.
Fancy that. Chumber's broken. Unfortunately, I don't
Nobody's
know
been
how
able
to
to cover that one.
Yeah.
The only solution I've heard of that one is buy the skill group and then individually buy each of the other ones and then refund those ones and explain in the refund that it was a chummer error. And I was like,
there we go.
I want to do that, but I was like, I don't want someone to scroll through my chummer history for my karma and be like, well, here's where he bought a ton of things and didn't pay for them.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Solid. I believe we have a full crew now as soon as you join the table.
Yep, I'm just pulling that up right now. And there's the link. I'm just gonna have to change my profile image real quick, and then I'm good to go. Because I can do it at the same time. What the fuck am I doing? All right.
You don't want to be one of those guys like Cat, just never change his profile picture. That's what you're saying.
I do remember you changing things, so just saying. But yeah, I'm good to go. You might hear the occasional Wheel of Fortune being shouted in the background, but I'm all set.
You're at the airport.
Yeah, because when I'm done with this, I'm going to take a nap. So my flight's not till a stupid hour. Don't worry about me, I'm all set, so.
Alright, just gotta get your name set. There you go. Alright, so, first of all, as you guys have received the message that you have been selected to be the warm-up band for a larger production, and the show is going to be at the Joke, which is in Renton. It is a small club that is very popular with the younger crowd, and by the younger crowd, anybody got area knowledge or specific knowledges on clubs or the ability to search for the data?
I have music knowledge. Will that help?
You can roll it.
All right. Will Goblin Rock specialization help?
Nope.
All right. Wait. You don't want the thing in there. Let me.
Alright, I can understand a 2. A 2 is not enough to beat the threshold for using a general skill for specific knowledge. So you know it's a club. Alright, so Flea jumping in there, searching for the data. Tommy Knocker, alright. You guys are able to figure this out because you have bars and clubs and searching for the data. So I am content to give you both the same information. Now, it is known amongst the musical crowd that the joke is viewed by smaller bands as the chance to move up in the world. It's like, everybody who's anybody in Seattle has played at the joke before they became a big band. Flea, on the other hand, knows that there's a little bit extra about this place that the others may not be aware of. Mainly the fact that this is a Yakuza owned establishment, and put that in like the finger bunnies and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's very popular with the younger crowd of Yakuza, whereas the older crowd of Yakuza view it more as a proving ground, mostly because it is literally across the street from the Italiano, which is a very popular bar with the younger mafia crowd.
Huh.
So the dumb and the ones that can't control themselves are easily weeded out so that the betters can rise through the ranks. So there is not often violence there, but when there is, it tends to be spectacular. So, you guys have been requested to show up for the show at 8, but there's a problem. Smiling Jack gives you a early call for Racket and Flea and Blizzard and Tommy Knocker to let you guys know that I have run into a bit of a problem, and I'm hoping that you guys will be able to resolve it for me. Otherwise, there's going to be no show tonight.
Whoa. No
Can you meet me here at 6?
No show? Oh, fuck
Look.
that shit. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there on time. Flea's gonna like do a line of Nova Coke to sober up. It's gonna be awesome.
Wait, are we leaving early?
Yes, we're leaving early. Get your ass in the van. They've got a problem. If we can't solve this problem, they can't play. And if they can't play, we can't play. If we can't play, we cannot get all the spaghetti and gyoza we can eat. And fuck that shit.
Okay. Give me a sec.
Ryan's fucking
Buzzer.
good.
Buzzer
Awesome.
gets dressed and hops in the back of the van.
The van depresses. Racket, how are you going to be getting there?
Ford Americar,
That's
searching
Ford
the
Americar.
matrix for the information as to where the hell this place is.
It is in Renton, as I have determined. Renton is not a huge, expensive part of town. It is more of a working class kind of area, and this is kind of in the border, but in the fuzzy area between 95, where it goes from Renton into Redmond. So it's not necessarily the highest class area.
Good thing Racket's a thug anyway.
Perfect, you'll blend in great. So
Yeah, she'll be wearing her armored hoodie with cargo pants. Very unladylike, but she don't give a fuck.
well, it's good to hear. It's good to hear. So you guys all arrive at 6, and because it is a nightclub and this is still technically part of the day, it is not really open. There are a pair of, we'll call them twins, even though they really aren't, standing at the door, doing an impression of medium-sized walls as you guys approach the door.
Oh, we're all here together?
I imagine, unless you wanted to show up early or late.
Nah, alright. Well, I'll introduce myself to the party first. Hey, I'm Racket.
Hi.
Flea will look Racket down and then up because Flea is a gnome. And this particular gnome happens to be dressed in a replica 16th century French naval officer's uniform. He is the very model of a modern major general.
He's a scale model.
6 to 1. And he'll look Racket over and he's like, I don't know who you are, but I am Flea, this is Buzzard, this is Tommy, and we are Krusibyl.
The most metal band you've never heard of.
We're fixing that.
Oh wait, so I'm playing with you guys
Buzzard,
tonight? Or am I not
Buzzard
playing?
is about 6, or no, he's bigger than that. He's about 8'11", troll. He's wearing occult-looking armored robes with crow feathers sticking out horizontally from his shoulders. He has long white hair coming out of the hood that's always up, and his horns are sticking out as well.
Oh, snap.
Wow, sounds actually really cool. I like trolls.
They are tasty.
So I say, sup, man, and I offer him some generic futuristic handshake. I don't know if they still do the clap and pull, but whatever.
Yeah, Tommy's just.
What are you
Tommy-
trying to do?
Yeah.
Nothing. It's just something we do down in the hood.
Tommy's gonna give him a bit of a IR jet him. Tommy's a 2 meter shiny skinned troll with the long black hair, covered in the most metal of outfits as you can think of. Not quite Judas Priest level stud, but still pretty fucking metal.
Alright, so
I don't know no gangs that do that shit. It looks stupid.
Yeah. Why did you do that?
Be nice, both of you, be nice. We need somebody to
I'm
carry
just
the gear in.
curious.
We need somebody to carry the gear.
Oh, so you're the roadie. Well,
one of the
gear's in the truck.
walls coughs. If you four are going to start fighting, be probably better for everyone if you'd head down the road. And when he says down the road, as opposed to pointing down the sidewalk, he's pointing across the street.
Oh, I wasn't gonna fight.
No. And Flea will spin back around and says, no, we are here because we have asked to be here. We're here for the show.
The show. And about this time, he's like giving you this look like, yeah, about that. The front door opens up, and this 6-foot hobgoblin with large floppy ears opens up the door. Shut up! Let him in! And he's like, oh god. And
Yes.
He like rubs his eyebrow, and the hobgoblin, come in here, quick, get in here. He steps out of the way, already irritated by the whole situation. Of course, hobgoblins, they're irritated by every situation.
The second
And,
Flea sees this door open, he's making a beeline, and he will walk between the damn wall's legs if he has to. And if he gets any guff, he's gonna go for the nut flick. He's like, no, I've been told to go inside.
Right. So they're bracing themselves to get ready for the wall o' troll, And then the gnome steps between their legs, and he looks down, kind of bends over to look between his legs, like he really can't believe this just happened. And he probably gets bowled over by a troll or two.
Yeah.
As they're able to push past. But you get inside the club, and it is quiet. There's a few people going around setting up the tables, making everything nice. The hobgoblin's like, come on, waving his hand back towards the office. Got office back here. We need to talk about this situation.
Yeah, man. Right, sure.
Get you there.
What kind of situation is it?
Alright, as you get inside and ask him, he closes the door behind you. He's like, look, okay, you guys are supposed to be the warm-up band for Krusibyl. Wait. No, you are Krusibyl,
Yes.
and you're the warm-up band
What?
for the hot irons. He smiles. But the problem is, the hot irons have cooled off, and I have no idea where the frag they are. So the problem is, if they don't show up, they ain't a show tonight. So I'm hoping maybe you guys know where other band members hang out. You can go figure out what the frag's going on with them, slap them around the head, bring them back here, get them playing, or they gotta be able to play. Other than that, I don't care what happens. But I need them here, because if I don't make money, you don't get to play.
Oh man, that sucks. I don't think I'm here to play. Apparently, I'm apparently here to lift.
Well, then it's probably going to be in your best interest to make sure that these gentlemen here that are looking to play get whatever they need lifted. He kind of like glances down at Flea to the proper elevation.
Flea is.
I don't think I can
close-minded.
outlift a couple of trolls, but I can at least try to support them with it.
That's good. I'll be supervising, as Flea often does.
Master Blaster.
Well, are these trolls actually super strong? You guys, are your trolls strong?
Tommyknocker's a punk
I'm
because
sorry,
he's an orc and not a troll.
Yeah, I think you're a little off.
Oh, wait. Okay, I got confused. Which one is the Tommy
Buzzard
Knocker's
is the
the orc?
troll. Yeah, Tommy Knocker is the orc. Buzzard is the troll. And
Yeah,
Buzzard is.
Okay,
He's a troll, but he's not a super strong troll.
I asked because my character's supposed to be real hip and down with the orc community, so I thought y'all were both trolls.
It's a good reason why you asked that, Buzzard.
And so
You could take the effort to become the main act, but most likely, see, he said if he doesn't get paid, you guys don't play. It would make things very awkward.
Buzzard knows that it's about to devolve into contract negotiations, so he keeps his mouth shut because he's not good at those.
And Flea also knows this is going to devolve into contract negotiations, and this is what he does besides be the drummer for the hottest metal band you've never heard of. They're fixing that.
Yeah, you guys are going to be the hottest metal band a few people have heard of if you manage to pull this off.
Hey. Flea's gonna rub his hands like, alright. So, yeah. We know where some people hang out. We can put some feelers out. We can find these guys. We can totally make sure that they're gonna come back and play, and they are going
100%, right?
I can't guarantee 100%. And he'll go back and he'll look at Buzzard and Tommy Knocker and he'll look over at Racket. Pretty sure I can guarantee about a 92. 95 if you got a little of that, what's that antidote drug? Shit, what's that stuff I never use?
He draws back his teeth, his cheeks, kind of like sucking breath over his teeth. And he's got those dagger teeth that are sharp and almost fit in consummate V's.
Motherfucker's gonna eat me. And so I'm gonna stand that.
92%. That's pretty low, if you ask me.
Pretty low. That's like an A minus in readiness. And he looks around and he's like, shit, I'll be going to school. Alright. There might be a bruise or two. They may be a little drunk. But we can...
Bruised, I don't care. Drunk, don't care. Crippled, problem. The hands gotta work. Whatever the frag they do, they've got to be here or there's nothing. My offer to all you fraggers is I want to give you 3,000 million each for this job. As he's like punctuating it by thumping his big meaty finger down on the table.
What would you say to 8,000? We're still gonna rock this fucking house, so no matter what happens, they're not gonna be as good as us. And he's gonna roll his contract negotiation now.
I like this contract negotiation. That's pretty good.
He's all right. He's
All right,
feels
brace
risky.
yourself, because this guy is a trained professional. All right.
Awesome.
Okay. Here's the deal. I don't have that kind of cash. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you guys 5,000 million each. I'll give the three of you access to their crash pad for a month in town. Trust me, the digs are a lot better than you're probably used to. As he specifically looks up at the troll, kind of daring him to say something. And then he looks down to Racket. As for you, I think I can get some little side jobs for you. Deal?
Woohoo! Yeah, sure, I'm up.
Flea's gonna look at his other two compatriots, and he'll say, I have a rather high standard of living, but does the crash pad come with groupie rooms?
You'll like it. He says with a smirk. Alright. So, here's what it's going to work out to be in mechanical terms. So, Racket is going to end up getting herself a 5-2 fixer out of this deal. Because Smiling Jack is connected. He may be an asshole, but he knows people and how to manipulate said people. As for Crucible, you gentlemen will be getting a luxury lifestyle for a month, in addition to your
God.
pay that you don't need to pay. So,
yes.
I believe that is an equivalent value. I have 3 GMs that have more experience than I do with this. You think that's fair for a 5-2 for Racket? Because I can't imagine Racket living with the boys for a month.
I will
No.
say that if it's a luxury lifestyle, then no, because you're talking about 100,000 for a month. If it's
Oh, 100.
high lifestyle's 10, and I think
Yeah,
that's the
high is what
equivalent.
I was thinking. High
Yeah.
is what I was thinking.
That's
Okay.
the equivalent you're
High
probably
lifestyle.
looking for.
Yeah, high lifestyle is what I was thinking. I didn't want it to be like crazy, but it's going to be pretty decent.
Right.
So high lifestyle and the fixer.
Yeah, so 5,000 a 5-2 fixer versus high lifestyle and 5,000. Yeah, that evens out pretty dang close.
Perfectly. We'll do it that then. Done deal. All right. So here's their hotel room. He flicks you an ARO across the table. It flutters in the air and turns into like a dove as it heads towards Flea.
Oh, Flea's
That's
gonna
their
catch that
hotel
thing.
room.
All right.
I have nothing. I have no idea what the frag is going on. I've asked around. I've leaned on people. I've been at this for, he looks at his watch, all of 20 minutes. And I need you to figure this out.
So when's the last time you heard from these guys?
Last night. They confirmed they'll be there. The fraggers are stiffing me. I don't like when people go back on deals, as he smashes his hand down on the desk and it cracks a little.
Flea takes another step back.
But I digress.
Yeah, these guys probably just took a little too much dope last night, you know. We'll find them.
Flea has no concept of
Flea looks bewildered. It's like too much.
Too much?
There's a limit.
Are we talking 3 fleas high or 4? Because 3 fleas high has been done. He's now a unit of measurement. I have arrived. And Flea's gonna clap his cans and go, well, we will totally take a look at this hotel room and we'll figure out what happened and we're gonna go from there.
Well, he motions the door, says, alright, take care of it. 2 hours.
2 hours. And Flea's gonna spin on one of his booted heels and walk right out the door.
Hey, can I ride with one of you guys?
Yeah, there's space in the van. Just don't mind Suffer Darkblade Bone Raven. She's not feeling too well after the last party we had.
She'll be okay.
Sure.
Alright, so you guys head out to your car. Predictably, their hotel is probably not far from the club. Because, while Smiling Jack may be connected, and is definitely an asshole, he is not about spending $1 million that he doesn't have to. So you're able to get to the hotel room without a conflict.
Well, actually, on the way, I would like to take advantage of the short time we have to do my matrix on the way there.
Alright, go right ahead.
So, I would like to matrix perception, I believe, to find out, or matrix search, would it be?
I don't know what you're
Define-
trying to accomplish.
To find out these guys, you know, social media, yada yada. Find out if they left anything on the matrix as to where they were going last night,
Alright,
or
so
where they
you
might
are,
have been.
you are able to do a matrix search on this, yes. It will be intuition plus computer.
Alrighty. You said search?
Yes. Perception is when you're trying to notice something, search is when you're trying to find it. Those are some very impressive D8s.
and yet he didn't roll over
Oh.
6. That's pretty amazing.
I am surprised. I mean,
Yeah, that's a head
it's
tilter
a little
right there.
shady, but we'll go with it.
Wait, it was 8d6. There we go. I got it right. Let's see.
Those dice, they're tricky. They come in all shapes and sizes, even the two-dimensional ones. All right.
It's the same one each time.
So, all right. You're able to easily find their me feed, the Hot Irons. They are a all elf band. They have their theme, so it seems, is kind of a rockabilly kind of thing going on. They kind of dress themselves in tribal clothes, trying to bring themselves back to the old ways of playing music. They don't have any of those fancy synths. They play real guitars, real drums, you know. They're not really acoustic because fuck, who really does acoustic in 2076? But they're trying to give that vibe. Like, you know, they've got the neo-tribalist outfits. Their itinerary was pretty much listed as, hey, you want to catch the show tonight? It is going to be the best. It is going to be at the Joke and written at 8 o'clock. We're looking forward to it. Everybody show up, blah, blah, blah. It does not say, hey, we're planning on going drinking the night before. It's a big puffed piece, basically.
Mm,
So,
all right.
That's their me feed, right?
Yes.
So Flea's gonna ask, ooh. They got how many likes do they have on that? Who liked that thing? Piece of dreck. Who liked it? Who do I need to stab in the taint? Who liked it?
So now will that be a matrix perception?
So, some of your data search, but you've got 3 hits on it, so they have about 100 people that view their me feed.
These guys are total losers. You could smash them. Like they're a bunch of pansies. Don't get me wrong, they're all elves, but you know it doesn't matter. I'm more of a girl anyway.
They're more converts. That's all they are.
Any comments on that status? Hey, we should go party. Any crap like that? Please ask them as they're driving to the hotel.
There's no comments about partying. There's a few people that have argued that since they're starting to get big, that they're starting to become sellouts, that they're losing their roots. And you know, like the dumb do, when they are being antagonized, dare I say trolled, on the internet, they have made a couple replies. You know, it's like, look, we're not selling out. We still keep in touch with our fan base. We're here to entertain you. We only have, you know, the best intentions. Just we're trying to branch ourselves out to a larger audience so we can bring the music that you knew first to the masses. Blah, blah, blah.
So Racket released this by saying just a bunch of old people are wondering why they are finally might be switching electric guitars. Which I mean, nothing wrong with old, but you know, who can pull off epic riff sounds without electricity?
Well, they do use electricity, but, you know, because it's kind of hard to do acoustic when you've got, like, people that are sitting there listening to AR and shit while they're playing.
Yeah, they use like microphones.
Yeah.
They're just a bunch of elven posers. They got famous because people think they're ironic. Well, you know what's ironic? Slaying them and watching their black blood fall from their veins.
Shit, I need to write that down. Hold on. And he's gonna let go of the wheel.
Those are good lyrics.
Yeah, he's let go of the wheel. He's writing these notes in AR as the van starts to drift before the autopilot engages.
No, I got it. I'm on it.
So you guys are heading to the hotel room. Alright. You're able to arrive at the hotel. It is a Motel 7.
Hey, moving up in the world.
Yeah, they are. You know, they are an up-and-coming band, such as yourselves. Though, considering their crash pad, this is probably slumming it for them. But then, you know, Smiling Jack. he probably made the choices. All right, so the place is a 2-story hotel. It is we'll consider it to be a medium lifestyle, such as it is. There is a parking deck beside it where you're easily able to wheel the van in. Nobody comes out to valet park it because this is a rather, for the area, it's nice. It's still not luxury enough to get a valet parking.
Flea's gonna be pissed because being a creature of comfort high, and he's allowed to do this. He's like, what do you mean there's no valet parking? What the hell is this place? This is why they're such fragging posers. Look at this.
Nah, you know what?
It
I'm
means-
the roadie anyway. I'll park the van.
You're not touching my van.
You
Oh,
couldn't
It
fit
means that
behind the
our
wheel.
car stays out front. That's all.
Wait, who's the valet parker that would park your van?
He's the
The
hired
valet. The guy that comes out and takes the van and parks it.
the one insured by the hotel. This place is
Yes,
so
sir.
frigging low class, they probably only have a continental breakfast.
And that's the guy's only job. Get with the fucking program here.
Yeah, well, we gotta find these douchebags before, we miss the show, so.
Alright, so it take you about 15 minutes to get there.
Alright, did Smiling Jack give us their room number?
Yes, he did. It is in the ARO. It is on the top floor because, they're a top shelf act. It is room 208.
Okay.
He's gonna sigh. He's like, if there are stairs, I'm gonna stab somebody. I'm like, there's gonna be a toe right there. I'm just gonna cut it off, and I'm gonna eat it. Stairs.
His buzzard stands up and begins walking. He will take
The
the
van
totes.
arises as he departs.
Let's go.
Flea waits
Flea, if
until
I need
the-
to put you on my shoulders, I will. Like that one time we played in California.
Oh my god, that was awesome. I still wish I had that metal bucket with the eyeballs cut out.
Me too. Me too.
We had to sell it. We needed more gas money. What could we do?
Alright, so you guys head inside. There is a bored-looking receptionist waiting at the desk, and she first sees Flea coming in, because I imagine Flea always leads the way. I may be wrong.
No, you never
Well,
are.
Usually does.
No, see, Rackus gotta get the door for them.
Oh, look at this shit. You guys have a built-in door woman. Alright, so she
I like
opens
the
the
mine.
door.
okay.
She opens the door. Flea is able to stroll in like royalty amongst the ravelry. And you enter into the thing, and she looks down at you, and then she looks at the larger members of your group. She adjusts her little tie as she straightens up. Rooms for how many? She tilts her head.
Well, no rooms tonight, such as it is. We are here to inquire as to the status of the occupants of room 208. Could you bring them for us, pretty please?
Sure, not a problem. And her eyes look a little distant as she kind of like flicks in the corner of them, and her brows twitch just a little faint as she is accessing her ARO to ping the room. And she said, "It'll be just a moment." And she's sitting there, and she's trying not to look awkward, as there are people here that are not renting a room, but are interested in reaching somebody that does not appear to be answering. After a moment, she says, "I'm terribly sorry, but there is no one answering right now. Could I take a message for them?"
Flea will gasp, hopefully convincingly, but I don't know because I haven't rolled con yet. It says, not there. How strange. They were supposed to be arriving at the Joke for a show soon, but do you happen to know when they were last in their room?
You can try to roll etiquette to get this information from her.
Oh, I can try that, absolutely.
And she's going to try, with all her professional reserve, to catch the whiff of this ain't right.
What do you mean this isn't right? This is a band looking for another band. It happens all the time.
Yeah, I know, usually to break their kneecaps. Or worse. She is clearly surprised and enchanted by this charming little man, and she gives you a smile. She's like, well, I'm not supposed to really give out that information, but we haven't seen them in. They went out last night with some people, and they have not returned yet. I thought maybe they had come in, but apparently while I was on my break, they didn't. So she kind of like twirls her finger around. I wish I could be more help.
And Flea is gonna, step a little closer towards the desk and realize that this is probably not going to help at all because the desk is up there and he is down here.
Yeah, she loses complete sight of him, loses interest.
And he will sigh, and he'll take a step back, and he's trying to get that used to the sweet spot where the pheromones are absolutely going to start working. And he can still see her and say, well, that seems very strange. So I'm afraid that I'm probably overstepping bounds. I'm very sorry about this, but you've been so helpful and so wonderful, and your hair and uniform looks so lovely, and I'm just enchanted by it. But
she primps her hair a little bit by pushing it up as you're mentioning it, and readjusts her floppy tie. It's like that bow tie that extends down to like their collarbone.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And he'll say, if they haven't been seen last night, they were leaving with somebody. That's wonderful. I know so many people they could be a part of, but unfortunately nobody's answering. Apparently they had too much fun. Do you have a copy of a security video or something so we can see who they left with? Because once I can match a face to a number, I'll be able to know exactly where they are.
She says, I would love to be able to get you that, but I don't have access to the security logs. But I have an idea of somebody that might be able to help you out. So just give me a second.
Oh, thank you so much.
She steps back away from the counter, and she kind of like looks over her shoulder, but she can't quite see you over the fucking counter anymore. So
Flea will give a little bit of a hop, and then once he hits the apex of his jump, he's going to give her a little wink.
I was about to say, give her a wink. That's awesome. All right, so she smiles at the effort as she heads into the back. All right, so while she is at the back, does anybody want to do anything?
We'll look down on Flea and say, are you trying to get with the fucking breeder? What the hell's wrong with you?
I am trying to get us a month in a rockin' pad with groupie rooms. You shut the frack up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fill up with the freaking pink skins. Whatever. Alright, I'm fine.
Hey. Meta-humanity don't matter when the lights are off, bro.
Unless they're a troll and then you get wedged in there and lost.
That Minotaur didn't feel too different from the Oni when we were in California.
Yeah, but there's a reason why you weren't messing around with the gnomes that showed up.
Well, it's because Tommy.
I called dibs. You know I called dibs. I remember calling. I have the headwear memory that proves I called dibs.
Yeah, I would have tried some, but Flea took them all.
Yeah, but it's because he calls dibs on everything with a D, and I, and an arrow every fucking time we walk into a place.
So, while they're arguing, Racket, is there anything you'd like to do?
Wait patiently.
Wait patiently. Alright, sounds great. Alright, so it takes a few moments, but she eventually returns with a bellhop that is standing there, and he yawns a little bit like she woke him up, because, I don't know, I mean, it's kind of a slow day, really. And he comes back around the corner, yeah, can I help you?
And Flea will affix his wittiest smile once more, and subconsciously urge his pheromones to work on the bellhop as well. Bellhop is male or female?
Male.
Okay. And he will inwardly curse at the...
I'm sure he'll be charmed by you.
Even so, more groupies of the female persuasion are nice. And he'll say, good sir, good evening. We were looking for our compatriots in room 208 who were late for a show, and they seem to have left with some people last night. Now, they have so many people that they could be out with, and nobody's answering their phones right now because they're having a wonderful time. I'm wondering if you have any description of the people they left with, so we can match a face to the number and know where they are and go find them and get them to their show so everybody has a good time tonight.
While you are interacting with him, if the rest of you could everybody will say, everybody able to make me a visual perception check. Yeah, I want a
Are you ready?
threshold of 3.
Are you ready for this? I'm gonna smash it.
Go for it with your 2d6.
No 7, but just as well. 2 hits.
Alright. Flea, good job. Racket. Coming up. Look at those dice. Alright. So, it is not so much of something that he does, nor something that he doesn't do. But as you're looking at him, his eyes have that hardened look that you're familiar with cyber eyes. As he looks towards Flea, he's like, I'd like to help you out, but I don't have any way of getting you that information. They don't have security footage that we can give out to people.
What do you mean, us people?
I didn't say you people. I said 2 people. I'm sorry if that offended you.
Oh,
As
no.
clearly he does not look that he is sorry nor concerned that you are potentially offended.
Oh, we are absolutely not offended, but, sir, I am most curious. Did you happen to be the bellhop on duty last night when they left?
He turns his wrist as if looking at a watch, which is the universal sign of calling up the time on his AR display. He's like, yeah, been on shift for about 12 hours now.
And Flea will point right at me and says, well, good sir, I couldn't help but notice the very finest in Japanese cyber eyes you have to have installed, and I do happen to know, and he'll tap his own eyes, because I have them as well, that they have their own camera with headwear memory. Sir, by chance, do you have a recording of last night when they left?
He tilts his head back, kind of like, damn it. He rolls his head forward, and he looks to the girl. Gladys, I'm going to go outside for a smoke. Is that alright? She smiles. Says, sure. She looks over at Flea. Come back sometime.
Flea will point at her and give her the guns and the wink, and he says, absolutely, it was wonderful to talk to you. Sir, I have a light for you, if I could just step outside with you real quick.
Alright. So you're heading outside to talk with her privately?
Yes, I will assume that my bandmates will assist me if I'm about to be punted by some asshole.
Bet your ass we heard.
Yep.
There is no bowling alley nearby.
Thank God. I'm not going to relive that night in North Carolina.
You.
So he steps outside, he looks down at you like, yeah, I got footage, but if people start getting the impression that we're recording, they might get a little bit upset, and I'd really hate for word to get around that this has happened.
Oh,
but
yes, of course. I didn't want
as
to.
you know, there could be a risk to my livelihood if I give this information out to you.
Yes, I completely understand. And Flea will kind of lean in and then stop because he's leaning down. He needs to lean up.
Right.
And he'll say, no word at all of your fine eyes and your capabilities will ever pass my lips, and to show my apologies for making any sort of inclination as to you recording, I would like to offer you an apology gift of 100 new yen.
He looks thoughtful about it. He's like, I appreciate your consideration. And you get his comlink number so that you can make the wireless transfer.
I will add his number, and I will transfer him 100 new yen.
Alright, so he accepts the number and you get a file.
Hooray, a file! And
Hey, yeah, sure. Let me check that real quick here.
I'll kick the file over DNI and be like, I'm not going to open it, but the Decker can do Decker things to it.
I would like to attempt to matrix perception that file.
Okay.
There we go. Never mind this damn music if y'all can hear that shit in the background. It's terrible, I know.
One thing I can hear is the banana split on my desk.
Let's keep it that way. Well, I'm going to take the time to do 2 of them. Because we got, we're in a bit of a rush.
If you're
but,
going to be 2 of them, then you're going to be taking away 1 for that second roll. So we'll drop
Still,
off
that's
the
2
bottom
questions. I only need 2 questions.
one. Okay.
Is the file encrypted, and is it got a data bomb?
Of course not. Why would he give you an encrypted file if he's trying to give you something to view that he has just been paid for?
Because I've been hit with a data bomb recently, and those things hurt like a bitch.
Uh-huh.
There's always the
We call
possibility
it
that he's an
PTSD.
asshole.
He
It's always
is an asshole,
possibility.
but he's a paid one right now, so it all works out.
That means
He
he's
could
my
have tried to
asshole.
make my brain melt in front of all the homies, and I would have been a little upset. It would have been embarrassing.
Be just one
Anyways,
moment.
yeah. Open that file up.
Back. Sorry about that.
No problem.
All right, so you open up the file and you have about a 5-minute video of a group of people going out. You've got 4 elves and 2 trolls that are escorting them out. The 2 trolls look like they are all business. The elves have a mixture of expressions on their face, from like glum resignation from one of them to excited by the other 2 front ones to a stony neutral from the 4th.
All right, my question about the trolls is: are they actually wearing a business suit? Like they look professional?
They do not look professional. In fact, they are wearing street clothes that, if you will give me a perception check of the regular eyeball kind, I'll give you more information on their clothing. Okay, are you content with 1 success?
No, I'm gonna ask these guys to take a look, I guess. I mean, everybody's gonna be looking, right?
Sure, if you want to share the footage with them.
Yeah, you guys look at this stuff.
You're all able to make perception checks if you'd like. Damn, Tommy Knocker. You don't recognize any of them from the Shadow community. Buzzard, you're looking at the clothes. Their clothes look like they are handmade. Seattle gangs, no, they're not gang associated. But yeah, their clothes look like they are handmade and perhaps made from natural materials, such as it is.
They look like dealers that I would recognize. I guess that would be with street drugs knowledge or something.
No, they don't look like any dealer you've had any kind of dealings with.
Yeah, I've done a lot of dealing. I'm just saying.
Sorry, nothing about goblin thrash metal.
Ah, it was worth a try.
It's worth a try. I admit, it was a good shot, but no. No, they're not professionally tailored. If anything, they are the opposite of professionally tailored.
Buzzard has no fucking idea what a professional tailor looks like, so he's just saying this.
Actually, in the hood, we wear very unprofessional clothes, but those clothes are still expensive for no reason. Just saying.
So with my 3 successes on the perception roll, was I also able to tell that they were handmade?
Yeah, 3 successes.
Okay.
You definitely know that they were handmade clothes.
Specifically self-made clothes, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And Flea's going to, being a fucking snob, Flea's going to say that those aren't even made by the finest 9-year-old hands in Malaysia. Those trogs made them themselves. You can tell because if you look at the stitch there on the seam, you see how far apart it is. Only troll fingers are so thick they cannot backstitch.
Are you trying to say that I can't backstitch?
Buzzard, I'm
Challenge accepted.
saying you don't want to backstitch. It's boring.
Why would you backstitch?
I would like tickets backstage.
Because that's a stitch. Don't you want all the stitches?
No, Buzzard, I want you to give people stitches, not take them.
Oh.
Like hit them.
So, what does that tell us, other than they're, I don't know, trolls?
How many trolls in the city of Seattle do you know who would make their own clothing? Who would, if I may be so bold, not have the money to buy the finest threads that metal can find. Not
When
metal.
I lived in the rat's nest, there were a lot.
You're not
Like
talking
everybody.
about. You're not talking about the underground, are you?
Hey,
Like
Hell
every
yeah,
troll I've
man! I
known
ain't
has
been
some
there in a
ability.
while.
Buzzard, you were
Yes.
mentioning the rat's nest?
Yes.
Make me an air knowledge check, if you would, sir.
Three successes.
3 successes. You know, now that you mention it, there is a group that you know of that are on the fringe of the nest. They tend to be mostly metahumans. There are an assortment of them. They are primarily orcs, trolls, few elves, that have formed kind of a neo tribe. And now that you mention it, they did kind of wear their own clothes that they made. You know, they would go out, they would hunt down dogs and anything else they could catch to create, quote, leather out of. Not people, of course, because they make terrible, terrible clothes. Um, but yeah, they were definitely known for clothing such as that, and you could easily infer that perhaps you may be onto something there.
What was the name of that group, if I may be so bold?
They were called the 10 Tribes.
So, now that I'm actually looking at it as not Armante suits, it reminds me of that 10 Tribes gang that I stole one of their jackets and made the one that I have.
And Flea's going to look at the jacket. It's like, yeah.
Well, if somebody was gonna steal a person, it would be them, because they're wearing the same clothes. So why don't we go and ask them?
Do you know where they are right now?
Rat's Nest.
Okay, everybody in the Krusibyl, we are totally going to go there. To the conveyance.
Hell yeah.
And
See-
Flea's going to get into the van first before Buzzard rocks the boat, because otherwise he's going to get ejected like the last time.
I imagine him wind sprinting towards the van.
He's either got to be first or he's got to be dead last, because otherwise he just can't get in the thing. It's like a bucking bull, and he can't last that 8 seconds. He doesn't have the body score for it.
Alright, we are going to be coming up on an hour for our first part. So let's all take 5 minutes to refresh our drinks, relieve our former drinks as need be.
Yes, indeed.
So,
Awesome.
see you all in 5 minutes.
Okie doke. Okay. You lot are going to have to deal with a whole bunch of typing, and too bad for you.
What?
What?
What are you talking about typing?
Oh, since I'm streaming the run and I have a high gain mic, all of the typing in this room ends up being transmitted.
I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back. Somebody was getting a shower.
Yes, indeed. My goodness.
And ice.
A shower of ice.
Alright, so everybody here?
Yes.
That's one.
Please, here.
Let's do it.
Alright, that sounds comfortable. We are all here. You guys are heading to the rat's nest in the Crusibyl mobile.
Yes, the conveyance starts with a K.
I was thinking it could be the foundry. That's just me. Go ahead.
No, that's the name of the practice space.
Oh, okay. Alright. So you're able to cross 95 and start heading into Redmond. And it's almost like night and day as you cross over. Because the 95 does tend to be a barrier that keeps the demarcation zone clear. And as you start crossing over, there's that area that has been leveled to kind of give, like, security forces say that there was like some sort of insurrection in Redmond. Clear firing lines should they begin exiting en masse.
Mhm.
Because you've always got a plan for the demilitarized zone to become more militarized. Anyway, road quality's running down. It's a good thing you guys are driving a van, because motorcycles would be a little hard moving through this area, as there's rubble on the road, burned out cars, occasional biomass, and you start heading towards the rat nests. Flea, if you would be so kind, I need you to roll me an edge check.
Edge check it is.
Also, June, whenever you have a moment, I'd like to just sense and look around to see just the general badness of the area. Just to see how
Okay.
bad it is. Yeah.
Go ahead and do that now.
Okay. Never mind, I don't have a sensing. I forgot. Haha. Never mind.
So, it's pretty bad. It's so bad you can't even see it.
This is so terrible. I can't even look into the astral. Wait, I never could.
All right, so
It's still pretty bad.
Philippe, need you to make a pilot ground test, if you would.
Pilot ground test. Okay. Pilot ground test. Pilot ground test. Pilot ground test. There it is.
Oh, that's good. That's real good. I like that. The rest of you guys start to hear rain starting to fall as Flea navigates around a large rock that lands in front of the vehicle. And by rock, I mean it's probably about flea-sized.
Fuck is that? You didn't take us in the mountains again by accident, did you?
Hey, that only happened one time. And I was only sort of high.
Anybody want to make an audio perception check?
Oh, yes, totally. Oh, my God.
Hey, I'm good at that.
I like
Nobody
that.
ever lets me do that.
I like audio.
Nobody ever lets me get to do that.
Well, that rain, not so much rain as it is light gunfire spattering across the conveyance.
And Flea's gonna yell and say, "Wait, that's not rain. That's guns."
Yeah, shit popping off somewhere.
At us.
Why are they shooting at us? Like,
Whoa,
we're
what?
just driving by.
Because we're awesome as fuck. That's why we're getting the hell out of here. And he's going to attempt to ramp down the accelerator.
We're supposed to get the guys here.
Oh, you're not even there yet. This is on the way.
Oh, yeah, fucking drive.
Fucking drive, yes.
Also, Rhodey, hand me that bag. Yeah, the oh shit bag.
Yeah, you let it stitched on the side of it. Alright, so you're driving, and the rain becomes a little more sporadic, and then it altogether cuts off as you guys get about a block away. Anybody, I don't know if you have like rear windows in this van, but if anybody wants to get out or do something along the lines of visual perception, they're welcome to take a look.
Hell yeah, I'll look if there's windows in the back.
Those aren't windows. Don't try to look through them.
Go ahead.
Those are, yeah.
I like to imagine they have like AR screens in the back that show like some of their best band moments.
Yeah.
It's always like when you look out the rear window, you see like the clubs they've played in the past.
That's right. Looking through those windows is looking through memory lane.
There you go. Alright, so yeah, you are able to see a bunch of teenagers run out behind you, and they are still like holding machine pistols in your direction, but their feet can't quite keep up with those vehicles as you manage to leave them behind.
Flea knows their pain, but fuck those guys, seriously.
Yeah, I mean, they could have had themselves a new vehicle, but damn it, you really can't take down a van with an automatic pistol and regular ammunition. So, other than the attempted highway robbery, you guys are able to pass through the Barrens fairly uneventfully as you start to arrive at the Rat's Nest. Now, the Rat's Nest is a small community that has sprung up in Redmond of like-minded individuals that are just trying to make it. They have a little more organization than a lot of the people in the area, and that there are not real businesses, but stuff that people, goods and services. The goods are likely stolen, the services are likely horizontal, but there is the buzz of commerce about you as you enter into the Rat's Nest.
Flea's demeanor is just getting darker and darker as he goes further into the crushing depths of poverty. The things he does for fame.
This is the new fresh face of hell for Flea. There are leaking pipes out on the street. You're pretty sure that you've seen a few outhouses as you have driven along, because water is not necessarily a common thing here, and it's usually used for either cooking or bathing. You use the gray stuff for flushing.
Oh, God. I am going to have to burn off the top layer of my skin when we get out of here. Buzzard, where are we going?
Over there.
Buzzard, be honest with me. I won't hate you for this. I'm just going to hate myself for getting myself into this. Do they have a valet?
No. Well, they do have a valet, but you won't get the van back.
I was about to say, they have a valet, but he steals your car. That's great.
Flea's just gonna bite his tongue. He's like, all right, let's go.
All right, so the area that
What good
Buzzard has
good
indicated-
van would be in this cesspit?
Apparently, this one.
Ours.
Oh,
and another.
yeah, that's true.
All right, so the area that he has indicated is what used to be a factory that looks like it has either been burned or nuked. Because there's charred areas, partially collapsed. The metal fence has been either, in some places, completely removed because, hey, recycling, or the areas that it could not be removed, it is bolted down and smashed into the ground as people have tramped their way through to go try to find those valuable copper wires that were probably in this pre-wireless age building. And yeah, you see animals wandering around. They or may not be feral. You see people kind of just passing along with that. I have nothing to go for and nothing to do, but I need to hurry up and get there kind of shuffle. Because, you really don't want to be exposed out here for too long, given that, kids with automatic weapons will rain on you.
Right. So Flea will park the van, he'll turn it off, and he's got the white knuckle grip on the steering wheel. And he's psyching himself up to open this door and step outside, and he does not want to.
I don't blame him. I understand.
He is going to let Buzzard and Tommy and Racket go first, and he's just like, I don't want to do this.
All right.
And then he'll glare back at the group. He's like, you are staying in the van. You're making sure nobody touches the van, and so help me God, we will get out of this alive.
Racket staying in the van?
No,
Yeah.
the other groupie.
The other groupie.
Yeah, Raven stays there. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I
The groupie that
stay
stays
with
in the
Raven.
van.
All right, so there's going to be two staying in
She's
the van?
staying.
Yes. I suppose suffer dark
Well,
blood
the
on
good
Raven.
news is, Tommy Knocker and Buzzard, you're able to get outside, and, this isn't too bad. Flea, on the other hand, you are now trapped inside this van with the odor that those two have just let in the doors. It is the smell of oppressed society. You detect, the smell of smoke that may be burned rubber at some point in the distance. You smell the foul reek of open sewers in the distance. It is everything that is not awesome. And it is waiting for you past that portal.
Flea has his eyes screwed shut, but the burning neon of the image link is giving him the spectrographic analysis that his cyber nose is sending him. And he's just like, oh god, it's asphalt, rubber, cyanide, and despair. I don't know if I can do this, but I must. And
Why do you think I write half the shit I write? Come on. Fucking pay attention, Flea.
Straight out of Redmond. Alright. So you're able to depart the vehicle should you wish to. Or should you be able to motivate yourself to.
Alright, let me see.
I think a composure check would be decent.
I'm just amazed I have that many composure dice.
I am too. Alright, so you managed to steal your resolve. I don't know who from, but you managed to get out of the vehicle and not immediately add biomass to the press of humanity around you. And you guys look upon the city, the ruined landscape around you. Everybody that is outside of the vehicle, if you'd be so kind, I'd like you to make me an audio perception check. And Racket, if you would like to, you can make it, but you need a threshold of 6.
Wait for a what? Hearing
Audio?
check?
Yep.
Yeah, I can do that. Let me.
If you can make successes, I will be impressed.
Of course I can. What?
I like the confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good. You hear the sound of a van that you're inside. Rest of you guys, with the 4s are glorious. We're going to go with the 4s. You are able to hear kind of like, not necessarily like a organized chant, like Gregorian kind of chanting, but it is a large group of voices that are more or less calling out, iron, iron, iron. And it is coming off from the east.
Flea will look to the east. He's like, my friends, I hear the call. They are calling for metal.
Oh yeah, no. We're doing this.
Alright, so what are you guys carrying with you?
Buzzard is taking his bass and a box amp.
Shit, how is Flea gonna carry his drum set?
I thought you had a.
He's got a synth set, but I don't know how big that is.
Only you had a roadie.
Yeah.
Get the roadie.
Yeah. Get the roadie. Shit.
Racket.
Flea's gonna,
yeah, what's up, homie?
Flea's gonna throw open the door, snatch the joint out of Racket's hand, take a huge puff, and be like, "You're bringing the drums."
What? Shit, there's like 4 boxes here, man.
Don't care, you're doing it.
Alright, so you guys are heading, gathering up your gear?
Yes, and of course, our original groupie is still staying in the van.
What is your original groupie, if you'd be so kind? I have no idea what Raven is.
Okay, so Charlene Suffer Dark Blood Bone Raven Hubbard is the original Krusibyl groupie. She is a waif-like orc who is done up in the worst My Chemical Romance style, and basically like exists to be a groupie to Krusibyl, and is always in the goddamn van. Like, she's a living, breathing accoutrement. Like, the last time that she was there to hold the amp down on stage. But
That's
she's
funny.
feeling ill, so she's staying in the van.
Okay.
And she's my connection to Loyalty 5 throwaway vanity contact. It's been working great.
Okay. That works for me.
We need another run to get loyalty to 6.
Yes.
All right. So, yep, you're able to hear the roaring chants from in the distance, and as you guys are crunching across gravel, squishing across mud, and passing through despair, you're heading towards a underground parking deck. And
Alrighty.
the sounds are coming from below.
Well, Flea's going to kick on his low light vision, and he's going to slowly take the lead once he gets out of the mud. I mean, that stuff slows him down quite a bit.
It does. It reaches up to your ankles. Everybody else, it reaches up to your shoe tops. You're good. Buzzard has not a problem because his weight actually gets him down to like the solid land underneath.
You're right.
Here.
It's like walking in thick water.
Alright.
She's struggling. She's struggling, but she got this.
I'm impressed you've got a 4 strength with a gnome.
Actually, no, I got a 3 straight.
That's a 4 lift and carry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. that
Oh,
makes more
mine's mine's
Yeah,
6.
strength-
Okay.
Strength of body.
Strength
Here, 1
body.
second. I'm actually going to try this. Okay. She lift.
Alright,
So,
so yeah, you got the drum set. You're able to lug that along with you. And you guys are just open walking in.
well, of course, we are Krusibyl.
That is the metal thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, be subtle and sneaky. No, not this crew.
I figured that.
Recognize.
Alright, so as you guys are walking down the ramp where cars used to go, you see like a fence that has been cobbled together from detritus in the area. Mostly it is going to be composed of wood and rusted metal, that it was not enough value to be used or reused, or maybe this is what it has been reused for. And behind it is a pair of trolls that are glowering down at you, and one of them speaks in Orzit. Anybody? I imagine several of you do speak Orzit, or at least understand it. The ones that don't have tusks,
I speak it.
you understand it.
I
Can't
speak it.
speak.
Oh,
don't- You can't speak it. You don't
Yeah.
have tusks.
It
What?
literally requires tusks to speak.
I mean, you could probably stick your fingers in your mouth and look like a fucking idiot, but Orzit requires tusks to be able to speak.
oh, I did not know that.
Yep. You understand what he's saying is basically, what are you all doing here? We're busy. We're not taking in new recruits.
Well,
Flea's got no idea. He knows English and he knows Hebrew because he's a contract negotiator.
Alright.
Oh.
I'm
That's
going to
right.
hell, but they don't believe in it.
Yeah, you're going to hell. Hang on.
yo, Flea, you don't know where's that?
Rackets, just letting you know, take +5 to your initiative and +2d6.
Holy
wow.
shit. What did you just
So-
boost it with?
Improve reflexes.
Oh, okay.
Flea is going to do that slow turn.
Could you type whatever that is you just told me out? Because holy shit.
He's going to do his slow turn and look at Racket, and then he's going to do the V symbol, and then put it in front of his chin, so it looks like he's got tusks. That also looks like another thing. And he says, "I don't have these, so no."
So Tommy's just gonna, I guess, considering I'm the native Orzet speaker here, actually.
Yep.
So
Oh, thank God. Oops, lost the call. Bear with
And
us.
he looks down at Flea, and then he looks over to Racket. And he's like, well, you do have elves. It seems like we have some others here. If you think that you all can play, we'll give you a try.
We are the greatest metal band you never heard of.
I can back up sing.
So you hear like the groaning scrape of metal on concrete as the walls are being pulled aside by these massive metahumans. The spears part. You guys are allowed past. And inside you see like the smoke that you guys were smelling outside is heavy in the air here as it is drifted to the ceiling, giving it a roiling black surface. There is a press of meta-humanity down here as they are all pushed shoulder to shoulder with this group of elves in the middle of the room in a large cage, looking as if they are a little bit disquieted by this thing. The people standing around them yell at iron, iron, iron.
And this is in
Flea,
English.
this smells terrible.
Oh God! Why are they
There's a
doing?
whole lot of unwashed bodies down here.
Yeah, better suck it up.
No, I'm not going to suck it up. That is specifically what the cyber nose is meant to do, and he's going to turn off his nose so he doesn't have to
That's
smell it.
much better. My God, that's much better. Like having a distance for it is like looking at this through the grid. So in the cage, instruments have been passed through to them. There are a few guitars, and these are real guitars. One of them gets a fiddle. It's thrown to him, and he fumbly catches it, and then the bow is tossed through to him. And they start looking at the group. And as you guys walk in, people start to notice you walking in with these electric instruments and start parting the way for you as you head inside.
Just as an aside, I'm not sure if I had notated on my sheet, but at least Buzzard, I can't speak for Tommy or Flea, but Buzzard's musical instrument is the traditional kind as well.
It's cool.
Yep.
Definitely.
I got
Just saying that because I felt it was an affront to my character, who finds his art serious with
Yes.
stuff.
I understand.
Yeah, fuck that. With my instrument, I can play my instrument with my brain.
Yeah. That's very
Because your
true.
arms are too short to reach the cymbals.
Kiss my ass, Buzzard. Wait, no, you break your back bending down.
He can pick you up to it.
Don't encourage him.
It'd be like one of those little troll dolls. He just picks up.
Oh God, don't encourage him.
I'll be right back.
God, 11 composure dice. Before lift and carry, that's what I expected. I'm gonna have to give Flea a vat-grown physique here.
For somebody that straight fucking dumps added his physical stats for a troll, I've still got 14 lift and carry.
You are a son of a bitch, that's why.
I have also replacement and like a huge body, and you're still fucking showing up, dude. What the hell?
It's because I'm a troll. I am that badass. The metal flows through my
I'm
veins.
back. And by the way, now I have this mental image of Flea having a Don King haircut. Now,
If he takes off the tricorn hat, like that fro, like even the pick is gonna slide out. But he's so white.
all right.
And cleaning
so
up my
let me
gnome.
make a quick set of rolls here. And I need to make notations of such. Okay, so
I cast the spell.
I'm a wizard.
No, and I need to learn levitate. That's the one spell that I wasn't able to get the character gen that I need. So I
Oh,
can float above everybody.
I got a quick question. Are there pixies in the world of Shadowrun?
There are indeed pixies in the world of Shadowrun.
Because I googled and I found this, and I was just like, what?
Is it the picture of the troll holding a pixie?
Yes.
Okay, good. I didn't want to have to look. Alright. Alright, so you guys are there, and the band is starting to tune the instruments. And, yeah, these things aren't of the best, we shall say. The lead singer, she walks up in a old style, and I mean, when I say old style, I mean 1940s style microphone. The big RKO radio kind of microphone is pushed up through the floor plate before her. And she is looking at it like it is an alien probe. Like, what the fuck is this? And she steps up to it and she taps it, and there is a squeal from up in the smoke above you. And she says, "Hello?" And her voice sounds a little bit tinny, but it is very distinctive. And then the foot stomps start. Play! Play! People start getting a little bit angry, as they have not yet started. And so this band begins to play, and it starts with the two fiddles that it begin to play. There are no drums to this group. There's two fiddles and a guitar, the singer. And they begin to play, and it is this roiling swing kind of bass. They're singing Cotton Eye Joe, which is an old classic for their brand, as they are trying to get into the play, but clearly things are a little bit nervous, because if all of you will make like a music roll, I imagine you all have something along those lines.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
You can
yes.
determine their performance level.
Okay.
7 successes, I can keep all of them.
One success, I can keep all of them.
Beautiful. 3.
Alright, 1 second. I want to roll mine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if
The
that
singer's
fixes it.
female. But, sorry, I can only do so much voice. I have one vocal cord. I realized. Alright, so you guys are, I don't know what you're extending, but...
I'm using my 3 services on the Earth Element.
Oh,
Almost
gotcha.
a stage.
Gotcha, okay.
So it is a rating 6 stage of metal.
Alright. The ground starts rumbling, and people start backing up, and let me see what we're gonna do here with this fancy thing coming up out of the ground. Come on, roll 20. Alright, crowd does not panic, so that's good news. There's not a stampede running
wait.
towards flee. As
Thank
the
God.
ground starts to crack and the metal starts to form up from underneath it, forming a small platform next to the one that has been constructed before with the elves inside of it. Alright. There is a hush. The singer actually stops singing. You hear a twang as one of the violin strings snaps as the bow has been brought down upon it, as this shelf of metal forms next to them. And as for those musical rolls, they were not doing too good to start with. They were a little bit pressured by the crowd that is around them, and the fact that occasionally a bottle will fly through the air when they hit an off note or a tune has gone wrong, crash against the cage. They weren't doing too good.
Ooh, can I be a hype guy or hype gal?
But now you have a stage. Sure.
Yeah, I'm like introducing the most awesomest band ever.
Okay.
What was her name?
That was good.
She doesn't say that.
She does or does not.
She does not state. She doesn't ask the part. What was her name? I asked that. That was me.
They're Crucible.
The Krusibyl.
Okay. So go ahead and make me a charisma check. No,